Hello and welcome to the Dick Campbell Gym, where the York Dukes will face off against the OPRF Huskies in a match of girls volleyball here on your sports network. I'm Griffin, Hanna. Joined alongside me is Luca DeSanto. Luca, what can we expect today?
Well, this Dukes team here this year is facing off in their first conference matchup, and they're geared up to, well, they're ranked 8th in 8A right now, so they're geared up to have an impressive showing today. Obviously, York lost in 2 sets in JV, so we'll see exactly how they can rebound here at Varsity themselves, but
Varsity only 1 loss on the season. That loss coming at the hands of Timothy Christian, which is nationally ranked within the top 10. Players shaking hands here.
You can tell this Dukes team really fired up.
JV goes to their patented spot. Cheer on the Dukes here. To start off for the Dukes, it will be Amalia Toliopoulos, number 1, number 16, Audrey Faley, number 4, Katie Day, number 15, that is Reese Timmerwilk, and rounding it out is number 8, Taylor Stepanek. Out goes Faley, in comes the libero, Lila Bennis, and for OPRF, here comes their libero. That is number 21, Mia Mahoney.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed off the bat right here, Griffin, is this Dukes team, in the first game we watched, their first home game against Addison Trail, they definitely had, the Dukes definitely had an advantage in size. This time, not so much. It looks like a more even match up front.
Float serve here from OPRF. Toliopoulos to Timmerwilk. Timmerwilk gets stuffed at the net. Day roll shots it over, hits the libero. Set it up to the right side. Out! Dukes point there. A little bit too much power there from number 7, Samantha Shelton.
Yeah, good read there by Bennis in the back. Not chasing that ball. Looked a bit too far out. Just barely made its way out for a Dukes point, though.
Lila Bennis back to serve for the Dukes. Tight pass there, just have to push it over. Great spot there from the right side, number 5 of OPRF. That is Eddie Carroll. Back to serve, Kate Ballets, their libero. Jump float here. Carroll, great dig. Toliopoulos, Day, big swing. Almost with the kill. Overpass there. Faley just goes up and tips that one back down. Dukes point.
Yeah, high IQ there. Move there from Faley, just tapping her fingers across the net, setting it down low. No one down there for OPRF.
A little bit of confusion there from the Dukes sidelines. Madeline Brathen comes in to serve. Out goes Taylor Stepanek. 13, big swing, but Faley was there. Another one. This time Toliopoulos and Faley can't keep it in. OPRF point. Just deflected off Toliopoulos' right hand there. She had the contact, but just not at the right angle. Coming in to serve is number 2, Mia Mahoney. Sorry, number 5, Eddie Carroll. Side out, York's point there. In comes Emma Brathen to serve. If you think you just heard the same name twice, it's actually twins, Emma Brathen and Madeline Brathen. Emma back to serve. Set the outside there, and it's a kill for OPRF. Point there goes to number 8. That is Lily Kinsler. Back to serve, number 6, Devin Cleedon. Great set there from Brathen. Libero on the ground. Called for being in the net there on the block. Dukes get the point. Out goes Bennis. In comes Timmerwilk. Out goes Faley. In comes Lombardi. Lombardi back to serve for the Dukes.
This game going by very fast here, Griffin. Both teams exchanging blows to each other, but doing it in a timely manner, trying to catch each other off guard.
Right side this time. Toliopoulos, roll shot, gets the kill there. Beautifully placed ball there by Amalia Toliopoulos, getting it in that donut of the court.
Yeah, just had to make that Husky dive down low there. It's hard to have a nice angle on the ball when you're diving towards the bottom of the court.
Lombardi. Carroll. 12 swings. Lombardi's there. Brathen. Carroll. Carroll able to keep it in there. Great placement to keep that one in. Eileen Carroll with the kill. Lombardi targeting Emma Bozarth here. Let's see if she goes back to her. And she does. Bozarth receives again. Carroll. Big swing from the right side, and Brathen's there. Brathen. Toliopoulos, roll shot. This time OPRF was ready. Libero takes the second touch. Tipped at the Duke's net, goes out.
Yeah, just off the fingertips of Timmerwilk there. Just went right behind her, over her head.
Number 3, Lila O'Connor comes in. And so does number 2, Mia Mahoney. Mia Mahoney back to serve. Carroll, Brathen, Toliopoulos. Able to get it off the block there. Big swing from the OPR right side. Great play there by Bennis, but she's called on the left. Good hustle though. Coach P likes to see it as well. Mia Mahoney back to serve. Trying to make this game even at 6. Right now it's 6-5. Carroll unable to get the serve received there. Point goes to OPRF, and we are tied at 6s in this first set. Mahoney, big serve, but able to keep it in. Carroll stuffed at the net, but it's still up. Bennis has to free ball it over. OPRF has a chance to get the lead here. 12, big swing, big kill for number 12, Emma Bozarth.
Makes this a 6-7 game now.
Mia Mahoney going on this serving run, taking it from 6-4 to 6-7.
Big jump.
Carroll, Brathen, Carroll tips it over. Called for in the net. Duke's point is there. Taylor Stepanek comes in. Out goes Madeline Brathen. Amalia Toliopoulos back to serve. So set is dead for the Dukes. 7-7. Floats it over. Great spot there by Toliopoulos. Just pins it right in between that 4-5 zone.
Toliopoulos, a 4-year varsity player, high IQ individual to have on the court, able to find those weak spots very well. Just going to try and do the same.
OPRF called for being out of rotation there. Dukes get somewhat of a free point, but they'll take it any day.
That's definitely a break. Toliopoulos looked a bit short on that one.
As you said, Toliopoulos, a 4-year varsity player. No commitment yet on what college or if she's going to continue volleyball at the collegiate level. Great serve received there by Emma Bozarth. Big block from the Dukes front line. Roll shot from Bozarth. Harrell hustling to get there. She's unable to get it. Side out. Oak Park River Forest. In comes number 10 to serve, Aaron Dwyer. Toliopoulos to Carroll. Carroll, big swing. Attacking the libero. It's still up. Free ball over by number 7. Toliopoulos looking for Stepanek. Overpass there. Faley goes up with one hand, and she gets the kill. Overpass from there, and Faley made him pay. In comes Katie Day, out goes Emma Brathen. Back to serve is Eileen Carroll. Carroll serves. Set there by 10. 3, tips it over. It's still up. Carroll able to roll shot it. Libero has to take the second touch. Big swing from the right side. Number 7 gets the kill for OPRF. That was Samantha Shelton. Number 12 back to serve, Emmy Bozarth. Bozarth, too much power there on the serve. Duke's point. Bennis to serve here. Just floats it over. Tari in there, libero, Katie balls it. Roll shot there. Toliopoulos. Day tips it over. Great spot by Day there. And we have a new voice next to me. John Finucane, what did we see?
You know, I will say, Katie Day, that was a very incredible play. I mean, that's a hard spot to get to. Not a very easy shot to make.
Bennis floats it over. Oh my goodness, what a shot there from the right side. Number 7, Samantha Shelton.
She goes right into the chairs, Griffin. That one's got to hurt.
Jim Stepanek there to rebuild the bench.
If you can't have a bench, you can't have a team.
Back to serve as libero. Kate bails it. Day, Toliopoulos, Faley, just barely get that one over the net. They free ball it over. Faley, Toliopoulos, this time to Stepanek. Stepanek, big swing. And right off the fingertips of the Oak Park River Forest front line, it drops down. Stepanek with the kill.
Another difficult spot. If you could place that ball right in front of any diving opponent, I mean, they're not going to be able to move very easily. They're on the ground. So that was a very great play by her.
Timeout, Oak Park River Forest. John, what do you think they're talking about right now?
I think just staying consistent. I mean, this is a neck-and-neck game. 13-10 is not a very far feat to kind of battle, but a lot of little mistakes is what got York those 3 extra points over top of them. So I think just stop making mistakes, kind of communicate a little better, and just find the little things. I mean, those gaps that Katie Day has been able to find all game long is really what's hurt them more. So they need to kind of squeeze the holes, you know.
Like you said, those gaps have been killing them. But you know what else is killing? Oak Park River Forest coach's outfit.
Absolutely. She ate with that one. She's clocking it.
She came dressed to impress.
Absolutely. I saw her when we first pulled up, and I was like, that's a fit. Like, I need to tell her.
Collar popping out of the sweater.
I think after this game we should walk up to her and say, that fit 8.
I might have to copy it. Next stream, you might see me in an Oak Park River Forest sweatshirt.
I would love to see that.
Little crew neck collar popping out the top, jeans. I could pull it off.
I have a vintage IHSA sweater that's embroidered like that. I'll give it to you if you wear a fit like that. But you need to have the heels like she does, though.
I know.
Cowboy boot heels she's got.
Coaching well in a
She did not have this fit on last time she played here, I will say. She did not have that.
Stepping it up. Number 10 sets the middle, goes right at Bennis, but she's able to keep it alive. Day, roll shot. Wow, what power on the roll shot there from Day. She gets the kill.
Again, with those difficult play shots. I mean, look at it. It was right through the hole, and it was right through the hands, and it got right up before the line, right before it was out. So, I mean, again, just pitching those holes of what OPRF has to do to win.
Brathen back to serve. Floats it over. Big swing from the right side. It goes right through the Duke's block. Number 7.
You know,
Samantha Shelton has just been killing that front line.
A lot of the times, that Duke front line is kind of something that they strive to be. That's their proficient area. I mean, they can block a lot of balls, but once you're able to crack that, they start to hurt themselves.
Carroll, little bit of an overpass. Brathen digs it out. Day, roll shot, almost gets it to go. Libero's there. Big swing from 12. Carroll to Day. This time Day gets the kill.
Like I've been saying, I feel like a broken record here, Griffin, but Katie Day has been absolutely pestering the holes in their defense, and I mean that's what's got them so far. Katie Day's a very intelligent player, knows where to place exactly where the shots are, and I mean if you got open gaps like that for her, she's just gonna hurt you. She's gonna bully you.
In comes Emma Brathen for the serve. As you say, that spot in the middle of the court's dangerous, notoriously known as the donut hole. Brathen goes right at it. This time the OPRF middle's there. They set the outside. Big swing from 6, but York's block is there. York's block saying no, no, no to Devin Clayton.
Yeah, no, that's the iron wall. Just absolutely an iron wall.
Emma Brathen to serve. Big swing again. This time she gets the kill. Devin Clayton. Back to serve is number 6, Devin Clyden. Brathen sets Faley. Libero's there. This time, Eileen Carroll just barely out on the block. Oak Park River Forest retains the point. Clyden floats it over. Miscommunication there from the Dukes. Right in between that 1-6 seam. Nobody calls seams there, and that's an ace.
Yeah, that's a difficult thing. I mean, communication's big in volleyball. Everybody knows it, and if you can't communicate, that's going to be some points let up.
Clyden, this time Brathen's there. Gets it to her twin. Brathen sets Toliopoulos. And they're going to call no block there, straight net. So Dukes were not allowed to touch that one again. OPRF, once again, kind of getting this comeback, shrinking this Dukes lead. Clyden again to serve. Goes right back at Brathen. Brathen, Toliopoulos. There we go. Toliopoulos swings the point back in the Dukes' favor.
And if you want to talk about big hits, I mean, Dukes have just been absolutely pestering the floor. But if you want to talk about cardio, let's talk about that coach in the back of OPRF with the jump rope. He's been going all game long.
Ants in his pants for sure. He can't sit still. Lombardi to serve. This time, Baitlitz overpass. Brathen, Toliopoulos again. Roll shot, trying to catch the front line off guard. She doesn't there. Big block from Toliopoulos, but it just barely goes out of bounds. You know what? If I do say Oak Park River Forest was bailed there.
You know what I've heard in the legends of York? They call the Katie Day and Amelia Toliopoulos block the Great Wall of China. That is what everybody has said. Every single person has said that. Girls volleyball players do in fact say that.
Reese Timberwell coming in. Katie Day still on the bench, so the Great Wall of China is not in yet. Brathen setting Carroll. Carroll tips it over. Oak Park River Forest unable to keep it up. Duke's point.
Definitely. I mean, Carroll is just like impressive. I think every single player that's come out and has those like little tiny tips that have gotten points. I mean, those are just intelligent plays. If you can read an offense and a defense like that, you win championships, honestly. That's intelligent plays. Almost said intelligent football.
Amelia Toliopoulos back to serve, so set is dead. Had a little fire on that serve. Big swing out of the right side, but Carroll and Timberwilk say no.
Is that their third kill so far in a row?
Seems like that block between Carroll and Timberwilk is working.
You know what they call that? They got a call in the UAV. That's 3 kills, Griffin.
Toliopoulos back to serve, now switching up where she's serving from. Wouldn't be surprised if she attacks Kate Baylitz. Goes at that donut hole this time. They got there. Toliopoulos. Bennis takes the out of system ball. Stepanek. Big swing. Baylitz sets up the right side. That one's in. That kill goes to number 8, Lily Kinsler.
That's a difficult spot to reach. Even if you can communicate the whole game, if you can get to a spot that far back and you're always pushed up against the net, you might as well just let the point go because you don't want to really run like that.
Carroll. Toliopoulos back to Carroll. Carroll, big swing. But right there, Samantha Shelton gets another block. She is taking over this game.
Looks like they're taking notes from the Great Wall of China. I mean, that's a double block right there that shows, I mean, you're being physical there.
In comes Ariela Villatoro Navarez. She's been injured, first home game back this season. Toliopoulos. Big swing! Oh my goodness, number 12, Emmy Bozarth almost just took off Emma Brathen's head.
They're throwing cannonballs out there, Griffin.
I barely even saw that ball. That was coming in hot. I'm surprised Brathen even got her hands on that one. Brathen, great play there. Big swing. Unable to keep it there. That's a double. Just kind of stuck in the grippers of number 9. Their setter, Channing Smith, unable to get it out in time.
Looks like the Great Wall of China will be complete as Katie Day comes back in.
Not quite, as Toliopoulos is in the back row. Carroll, number 18. Out to Shelton. Shelton this time can't keep it in, but flex the power there nonetheless.
Almost took the head off of number 11 on York. You know, Griffin, I will say you made fun of me of what I called the Liberaces earlier.
The Liberos.
The Liberos. I called them the fun shirt people. You made fun of me.
I wouldn't say made fun. I would say more corrected your path, as the Dukes get the points there.
Reese Timmerwolf is credited with that kill.
Up 3, the Dukes 3 points away from closing out this set. We will take a short step aside. We are York Sports Network. We welcome you back here to the Dick Campbell Gym, coming out of Oak Park River Forest last time out of the set. Dukes lead 22-19 in this first set, trying to close it out, 3 points away from taking the first set. Carroll serves it over. Set goes to the right side. Bennis on the ground to get there. Toliopoulos just barely steps underneath the net. Point Oak Park River Forest.
You know, I will say OPRF did just take a timeout, but you know who didn't take the timeout? Their assistant coach in the back. He has a workout routine like I haven't seen.
Working harder than some of the players on both teams. Bennis. Toliopoulos. Day! Unable to get the kill there. Number 10. Out to Shelton. Shelton tips it. Bennis on the ground. Toliopoulos. Stepanik roll shot. Back to Shelton. Shelton. One of the greatest sharp crosses I've ever seen. What placement there from Samantha Shelton. This time, timeout. Coach P. Dukes not letting this lead slip away, but unable to get a point. It's now 22-21. John, what do you think Coach P's talking about?
I think that last point, I mean, you saw how short Toliopoulos was with that ball. I mean, she could have hit that up if she was just an inch closer. I think now it's just going to be about execution. The York girls volleyball has always been good at communication, always been good at being right next to your person next to you. Like talking, communicating, that's been the best thing. But now it just comes down to execution. They struggle with execution a lot of the times, and when their losses happen, you can directly point it to the communication not being executed.
Both teams only taking about 30 seconds of that minute-long timeout. Looked like Coach P was short and concise with his words. Back to serve, number 12, Emmy Bozarth. Hits back line there. What a placement by Bozarth. That's going to tie up this game 22-22 in this first set.
Worried about where Bozarth is setting right now. I mean, there's a crack in the floor over there. Me and Luca saw it earlier.
Bozarth. This time Bennis is able to get it. Toliopoulos trying to dig it out of the net. Bozarth kind of going on a run here. Coach P does have one less timeout, and he does use it to ice Bozarth. John, I know we just talked about what they're probably saying, but I think this is a different situation.
I really could not tell you. I really could. Usually, a lot of the times, I'm good at reading how coaches are going to speak to their team, like their teams. But seeing how short that last timeout was for Mr. P, I mean, I will say I don't really know what they're talking about right now. It could be about execution again, but I think they definitely are just like they were in the middle of making those mistakes fixed. So I really couldn't tell you here, Griffin. What I will say is I think, again, the closing the gaps might be another problem. I mean, you had a couple close calls where stuff could have been changed, but it wasn't. So that could be what they're talking about.
You can also see that Coach P handed off the coaching duties to one of his assistant coaches, doing the main leading there. Trying to ice Emmy Bozarth as she goes on this serving run.
Let's see. Can she get a UAV with 3 kills?
Bozarth. Day. Bennis looking like they're going to have to free ball it. Toliopoulos does. This could be dangerous for the Dukes. They tip it over. Toliopoulos. Bennis going to the reliable Day. Great job there by the libero. And too much power there from Samantha Shelton. Dukes now tied this game up, 2 points away from taking the set.
Shelton breaks the OPRF's demanding points score. I mean, I think if that wouldn't have happened, it would have been over for York.
Bennis. Big swing here from 6. Carroll's there. Day. Stepanek free balls that over. Baylitz. Number 10. Dwyer with the set. Big kill there from number 6. That's Devin Clayton.
You know, I thought they called OPRF the Huskies, not the Pirates. They're shooting absolute cannonballs off in here, Griffin.
Like you said, a lot of firepower in these kills from OPRF. Baylitz back to serve. Carroll. Toliopoulos. Faley pushes it through the OPRF block, and it works. Tying this game, this set 24-24. It is win by 2. So unless we see a lapse in the ref's judgment, we will get at least 2 more points this set. Braffin. Carroll roll shot, looked to be in, but just barely out. OPRF takes a 1-point advantage.
Looks like now we're going to see our second point of this last set, and we're going to see who gets it. If it's York, then we're going to go again.
Samantha Shelton back to serve. Bennis. Braffin. Day, big swing, but the OPRF says this set is ours. OPRF takes the first set 26-24. With that, we will take a short step aside. You are watching York Sports Network. Hello, we welcome you back here to the Dick Campbell Gym, where the Dukes lost the first set to the OPRF Huskies, 26-24. And with this second set, we say goodbye to John Finucane. We say hello to Luca DeSanto. He was with us earlier, but due to technical difficulties, he, as YSM president, had to step aside. Luca, what did you see throughout this game as you were helping out our crew?
Yeah, Dukes, when someone calls, I respond. I saw this team. It was definitely a battle. That's what I expected in this first set. OPRF coming with a lot of these side outs. That York's not able to keep track of. And there's just some miscues up front as well. But they've still been playing a very competitive game. I mean, they still put up 24 in that set. It was 26-24, win by 2, obviously. So overall, I think there's just some things to smoothen out, and they will be able to bounce back in this one.
One name I'll shocked if we don't hear more is number 7 of OPRF, Samantha Shelton. She took over that first set, willing the Huskies back to that 26-24 victory. Here she starts as the outside Eileen Carroll to serve for the Dukes. Carroll floats it over. Ace there for Carroll to start off the first set. What a great start for the Dukes. Attacking the libero, Kate Baylitz. They've been doing that all day, these Duke servers. Let's see if she goes right back at her. She does. Baylitz this time with a good receive. Big swing from Shelton. Carroll hustling to get there, but Toliopoulos dig just too far out of reach for Carroll. Once again, as I predicted, Shelton with a big kill.
And another savvy play from her once again, showing off some power.
Back to serve is Kate Baylitz for the Huskies. Day. Out of system ball, miscommunication there. Huskies catching the Dukes out of rhythm, out of sync. And Kate Baylitz with the ace as she goes back to serve again. Baylitz. Day this time. A little bit of an overpass there. Toliopoulos unable to dig it out of the net. Another ace for Kate Baylitz.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Toliopoulos to track there. She's a bit too low. She was flying high.
Baylitz. This time Bennis is able to receive it. Stepanek swings on it. Dwyer out of system ball. As they fall down, OPRF unable to pick it up. Smiling off the fall, though. That's always good to see. No injuries. Lila Bennis back to serve for the Dukes. Set is dead for the Dukes currently. That doesn't mean much, as we did see Amalia Toliopoulos dump it from the back row earlier. Dwyer, big swing from 13, and she gets the kill. Number 13, Jada Garland, the middle.
Yeah, just off the hands of Carroll there, that one went left. Yeah, those ones are always tough to handle.
Samantha Shelton back to serve for the Huskies. Shelton going at Bennis, but Stepanek takes it. Day roll shots it over. Dwyer to 6-6. Big swing, but a bigger stuff from that Dukes front line.
Audrey Faley on a big-time kill right there. Able to stuff it in their faces.
Devin Clyden unable to get it through that Dukes block. Madeline Brathen back to serve. Out goes Shelton. In comes number 5. Eddie Carroll is number 5. Carroll. Big swing from Clyden. Dukes block in the net that time. And it's Huskies point. They're up to a 5-3 lead in this second set. They did take the first set as well, so let's hope it doesn't get out of hands before the Dukes can rein it back in.
Yeah, like you were saying, the Dukes.
Toliopoulos, big swing, big kill!
That's a big one there for Toliopoulos, but like I was saying, The Dukes here have only lost one game to a nationally ranked Timothy Christian team in their season opener. They lost that in 3 sets, however. They do not want to be swept in a game.
Madeline Brathen. OPRF out of rotation there.
Second
Duke's
time they've been
point.
called for that.
And if you thought that Brathen just served, you are correct, as Madeline Brathen previously served, and now it's Emma Brathen serving in the rotation. Carroll, big swing from number 12. Toliopoulos out of rhythm ball there. It's swinging on the second touch, and it pays off well, giving this Dukes team the lead.
Out of rhythm ball indeed, Griffin, and she made it look effortless just with one hand.
Brathen, Bozarth, Carroll, back to Bozarth. Bozarth, this time it'll fight through Faley's block. Coach P's got to get the girls doing some finger push-ups, work on that finger strength. Mia Mahoney back to serve for the Huskies. She went on a serving streak last time she was there. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Carroll, Brathen, Faley right there. Hits the antenna. Duke's point as that is out. Timmer Wilk comes in. Out goes Faley. Lombardi back to serve. Bennis takes a seat on the bench. Lombardi plays her role well. She serves and then goes back to the bench. Carroll. Big swing there from number 4. That is Ayana O'Connor, unable to keep it in there, just a little bit too much power. Lombardi to serve again. Carroll going to Bozarth. Bozarth this time, trying to get too much of an angle, swinging into the net. Lombardi. This time kind of pops it over the net. Carroll to Bozarth. Bozarth just shuts down this Dukes run with that swing.
Back-to-back big hits there for Bozarth. Able to find 2 weak points against the Dukes. One up front and one behind.
In comes Erin Dwyer. Out goes Ayana O'Connor. In comes Samantha Shelton. Out goes Eddie Carroll. Dwyer back to serve for the Huskies. Carroll. Brathen. Timmerwilk! What a swing there. Fights it through the OPRF block. And that one flies out of bounds because of the power behind it. Out goes Brathen. In comes Stepanek. That's Madeline Brathen going to the bench. Emma Brathen still in that back row. Toliopoulos. Great hustle there by the OPRF libero. Carroll just has to punch it over the net there. Dwyer. Big swing from Shelton. Bennis is right there. Toliopoulos. Carroll, big swing, gets it through the OPRF block. Free ball here. Dukes have a chance to kill it. Timmerwilk gets the job done off the Toliopoulos set.
Wow, what a rally there for both teams, just able to keep it alive forever. Timberwolk able to get the final kill, and this is going to force an Oak Park timeout.
Oak Park calling a timeout there after the Dukes went on a little bit of a run, and with this timeout, we will step aside. You are watching Girls Varsity Volleyball on York Sports Network. We welcome you back here to the Dick Campbell Gym where the Dukes lead 11-7. In this first set, Toliopoulos floats it over, going right at the libero, and she gets the kill, or the ace. Kate Baylitz unable to serve receive that one. Toliopoulos. To serve for the Dukes. Once again, just kind of punches it over, looking at that donut hole. Dwyer sets Shelton. Toliopoulos, great dig. Great hustle there by Brathen to get the out-of-system ball. Dwyer, this time going to three. Too much power on that one. Layla O'Connor unable to keep that one in the bounds.
Yeah, and great tracking of the ball there by both Toliopoulos and Brathen. They were able to line up all their hits with one another in that serve right there.
As you said, confidently called that one out. Great court awareness from the both of them. Dwyer, this time looking for number 12, and Emma Bozarth. Emmy Bozarth gets the kill from the right side position. Now she's back to serve.
Serving for the Huskies, number 12,
Emmy Bozarth floats it over. Brathen's got it. Toliopoulos to Stepanek. Unfavorable call there for the Dukes. Just barely missed the line. Emmy Bozarth still with the serve. This time Bennis isn't able to get her platform to it. Bozarth with the ace. Oak Park celebrating that one as it closes this lead only down to 3 points. And we've seen the Huskies make larger comebacks in this game. Great receive there from Brathen. Carroll! Big swing from the right side position. Able to keep it in. Dwyer. Huge swing there from Shelton. Gets right through the York block and goes off of Bennis's head. Caught Bennis a little off guard there.
Tough hit.
Timeout York. Luca, what do you expect to hear from Coach P?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they're falling apart here exactly. It's just they've been having some poor reads here with the ball in their area. I don't know, just got to tidy things up. Just got to tidy it up.
Like you said, coming out of system. And with that, we will take a short step aside. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome back to the Dick Campbell Gym where the second set is well underway. Bozarth overserves there. Dukes are up 14-11 after that one, trying to make a comeback in this game. Losing the first set 26-24, trying to win in 3. Carroll back to serve as Day comes in for Brathen. Dwyer, big swing from number 6. She gets the kill, Devin Clyden. In comes Garland. Out goes O'Connor. Kate bails it. Baylitz. Day reaches out to get there. Timberwell, big push. But Brathen's there. Big swing there from the outside. Day this time gets the kill, bounces off that net. Catches the back row for OPRF off guard. Out goes Timberwilk. In comes Faley as Bennis is back to serve.
Great placement by Day up front. Always able to spot those weak points.
Bennis trying to expand this 3-point lead for the Dukes. Unable to get it over the net there. As you said, Luca, there's just small miscues that are granting the Huskies free points that the Dukes can't afford to be giving away. Shelton to serve. Bennis, great receive. Big swing there from Thaley. She gets that point right back for the Dukes. Duke fans loving it.
Always bringing a section. The parents are always bringing a section. And the JV team, of course.
JV team combined with these parents, it's a formidable crowd. Madeline Braffin back to serve. Dwight. Big block there from Toliopoulos. Devin Clyden just forces it over. Toliopoulos. Great pancake there by the libero. Braffin to Faley. Faley, too much power there. Goes out. OPRF's point.
Wow, what a great job by the libero there, Griffin. Just one hand out on the floor, able to deflect it up just enough to have her teammate give it a bit more juice over the net.
Kate Baylitz bailing out her team there with that pancake. Braffin setting Day. Day, roll shot. Baylitz taking the out-of-system ball. Borzarth unable to get it through the Dukes block. Dukes point there. In comes Emma Braffin.
Serving for the Dukes, number 3, Emma Roman.
Still a 3-point lead here for the Dukes. OPRF called for being out of rotation again.
That'll force a timeout. That's just one of those things that you just can't allow to happen. I mean, that's costed you 3 points now. And, I mean, there's trailing from behind, but if they want to, if they can come back up 4 and get some more on the 7 more on the board, they can send the Dukes home here. They already won the first set.
Like you said, they've already been called for being out of rotation 3 times, and this is their second time this set being called on it. They really have to clean that up. With this timeout, we will take a short step aside. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here to York High School, where the Dukes are taking on the Huskies of OPRF. Braffin goes right at Baylitz. Dwyer sets up Bozarth. Bozarth roll shot right over this Dukes block, and it works to perfection, shrinking the lead back down to 3 for the Dukes. Mia Mahoney coming in to serve, looking to replicate her first set magic where she went on a 7-point serving streak. Also coming in for the Dukes is the the Huskies, Lila O'Connor. Braffin setting up Carroll. Carroll, big swing. Great placement there by Carroll. She got sidelined for sure. Almost looked like she got that back line too, pinning it right in the corner. Sorry, called out of bounds there. Misread the ref's call. Mia Mahoney back to serve again. Braffin. Toliopoulos just tips it. Toliopoulos showing off her power a little bit too much there. Unable to pin it in that coffin corner.
Just in his zone there. Bit too far. Got to be a bit softer on the touch.
Mahoney going right at Bennis. She is unable to receive that one, and it is all tied up. As you said, Luca, all it takes is 4 points to tie this game up, and now the Huskies and the Dukes are 7 away from taking this second set.
You know, Griffin, before we sign off, I would like to point out something. We are in a gym right now, obviously, right? We are in a gym. There's no denying that. But I saw the coolest thing over the weekend on Twitter, from Michael O'Brien's Twitter, and, you know, some people I know at St. Ignatius. The Sundown Showdown was the coolest thing I had ever seen. This was between St. Ignatius and DePaul Prep. This was girls volleyball. They played on their turf field, at DePaul's turf field, outside while the sun was coming down. It was the coolest thing I had ever seen in IHSA sports. And the sections were there. It was awesome.
Very reminiscent of what the Nebraska Cornhuskers volleyball program did 2 years ago, selling out Lincoln Memorial Stadium for a volleyball game, setting the NCAA record for most attended women's volleyball match. Over serve there from Mahoney. Dukes lead by 1 point. Timberwilk and Lombardi come in for the Dukes. Back to serve for the Dukes. Mag Lombardi trying to put the nail in the coffin on this second set. Only up 1, but all it takes is 6 points by the Dukes. Dwyer going to... Oh my goodness! Emily Bozarth.
That's a ball. That is a ball right there. You don't want that coming at your face. The Dukes didn't want to handle that one, Griffin.
Hit it so hard I forgot her name for a second. Had to check the roster. Aaron Dwyer, number 10, back to serve. The setter, so set is dead. That's a good sign for the Dukes. Braffin looking for Timberwilk. Underserves her there, just barely unable to get it over the net.
She tried going underhand there to control that one. Just got to the net before her hand could get there.
Also had to be careful about the lift call as Dwyer's serving again. Braffin. Braffin hustles to get there. And just in a crazy series there. Braffin dives, ends up going under the net with the ball, and then gets it right up, accidentally hitting Shelton's face. Shelton looks to be good, smiling it off. Good to see that there's no injuries yet. Dwyer. Carroll. Overserved there by Braffin. Toliopoulos with the free ball. Dwyer setting up Bozarth. Bozarth gets it through the Dukes block. It's now 2 points away. 3 points away from being the Huskies win.
Yeah, this is a tough comeback to mount here. Dukes need 6 and to hold them off.
Dwyer going on a serving streak here. Braffin to Carroll. Carroll, big swing. Great job there by Carroll attacking the libero. Kate Baylitz unable to dig that one out. Taylor Stepanek coming in.
Carroll there hopefully setting a precedent here for the Dukes just to keep this run going. They have possession now.
Amalia Toliopoulos to serve for the Dukes. As you said, Luca, they hold serve. Baylitz, Dwyer, roll shot there. Stepanek matches the roll shot this time. That one hits the floor. Point Dukes. It's 21-22. The name Stepanek sounds similar for a volleyball game. She's the younger sister of All-State Hunter Stepanek, the middle for the varsity boys volleyball team. Toliopoulos serves it over. Bozarth with the free ball. Toliopoulos. Timberwilk, too much strength there, goes out the back line. The Huskies 2 point away. Serve is with the Huskies. Out goes Stepanek. In comes Ariela Villatoro Navarez. Bennis gets on the floor for that, but just bounces up right off her hands. The Huskies 1 point from taking this second set and handing the Dukes the first sweep of their season.
Kehoe coming in now.
First time we've seen her all night. Bozarth. Miscommunication there from Kehoe and Bennis. That's going to be an ace for Bozarth to end the game. Second set ending 25-21. First set 26-24. Huskies come out on top with the 2-set sweep. Luca, final words.
I really don't know what happened there. Like you said, that was just a critical miscommunication there. There was some just issues found at the end there. OPRF able to manipulate the Dukes really well. That's a disappointing one to swallow for the Dukes as they open conference play here. That's a tough pill to swallow.
For YSN, I've been Griffin. Hanna. Joined alongside me was Luca DeSanto. Thank you to Ben Brisk, Finn DeSanto, John Scalzitti, Owen Tilson. Thank you for helping out tonight. You've been watching York Sports Network.